All right, I don't know if you recognize that. That was a tune called Smack Dab in the Middle. Can you hear it? Smack Dab in the Middle. Sing along. We're going to do one that I know you know. It's a Santana song, and it's called Evil Ways.
All right, a little alto saxophone solo by Ella Lyons, 8th grader at 12 Corners Middle School, and Jake Vitale on trumpet. Did you recognize it? That's always a good thing. Okay. This one you're not going to recognize. It's called Bubbert Kicks Back. Bubbert Kicks Back. We've got 2 Bubbert pieces. We like this guy named Bubbert, so we own a couple Bubbert pieces, and I want to make sure I got it right. Bubbert Kicks Back. 1, 2, 1, 2, take your time. Thank you. Bubber kicks back. Ella Lyons again on alto saxophone. Ben Snyder on trombone. And who am I missing? Thomas Rich on trumpet. Just dawned on me that I didn't introduce ourselves. We are the 12 Corners Middle School 7th and 8th grade jazz band from Brighton. Woo! I think all of Brighton showed up. Good for you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And those of you that are from out of town, it's like this every day. The weather, every day. This next week, we're going to kind of go back about 50 years, maybe 60 years, do a couple oldies for you. This first one is called Leapfrog. Keep it under control. Don't let it get too fast. 2, 1. Thank you so much. This is so much fun. I want to thank the people at the Rochester Lilac Festival for having us once again. This is a great tradition for us. We've been playing here for a long time, and we really appreciate it. We want to say a special thanks to the sound guy over here who's making us sound so good, and also a special thanks to the people who helped us get this, the chairs and stuff set up. Can't do it without them. This next one is another oldie, but very goodie. It's called Sing, Sing, Sing. This a little fast yesterday. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. You gotta love your drummers. At least in this case, we love our drummers. Jazz Coft, John Wager, stand up and take a bow, guys. Nice job. And screaming that trumpet solo, Cameron Durhack. Nice job, Cam. Okay, enough old stuff. Well, actually, we'll just bring it forward like 30 years. Little Wilson Pickett, a little 1960s, a little Dancing in the Midnight Hour. Here we go. Don't rush it. Ready? And 1, 2. Thank you very much. You know, a lot of schools come and play at the Lilac Festival, but I'm really, really fortunate, and I don't take this for granted. And I've never said thank you, so today is going to be my last opportunity to say thank you to some great administrators. I don't think there's another school that comes that has as many administrators that come to this concert as I have had over the last 15, nearly 20 years. And it has been so cool to have that kind of support from our school, from our administration, and I so appreciate it. I see our superintendent here, I see our assistant superintendent, my principal is here every year, my director of innovative learning, who is my department chairperson. I think I even have I think I saw my vice principal here. Maybe I've done something wrong. But seriously, thank you so very much. The programs like this don't happen in a vacuum. We need a lot of support from them, from you. Thank you. Thank you. This next piece is one of my faves. It features our drum set players playing a piece called Cute. And it's a nice way for the winds to kind of relax because they've been playing their chops off for the last half hour. And it makes these guys work a little harder over here. They're going to be playing with brushes. Hopefully you'll hear it. It's kind of a cool jazz thing. You're going to like it. Cute. John Wager in the back, Jazz Coft, 8th grade percussionists. Look for their name about 8 years from now. Yeah, you're going to be hearing from them. This next tune was written by a colleague of mine who teaches in Webster. He's a really great arranger, composer, writes really well for this age level, and we kind of dig this tune. It's called Back in the Day. So I introduce him and I don't say his name. Larry Neek. Larry Neek. He's such a great guy, too. He's so laid back and just so talented. Larry Neek's Back in the Day. Ready? 2, 1, 2, 3, While we're getting our next tune out, I've got to invite you to attend another performance by this group. I'm so proud to say we are going to be playing at the Rochester International Jazz Festival on Wednesday, June 29th at 3:45. June 29th, 3:45. You got to mark your calendars. It's one of those times that's kind of strange because people in the city are still working and doing their thing, right? So grab your neighbor, grab your friend, grab people that are enemies, pack them in a car, drag them downtown to Rochester. We're free. Of course, it costs $10 to get out. I'm sorry, that's an old joke. It's free. It's at 3:45 on the 29th. We hope to see you there. I'm really excited about that. And you're not going to hear this program. We've actually got more music than we can play today. This is a special group here. We're playing I think we got 13 or 14 pieces lined up for today. Very unusual. And we've still got more music for a concert that's coming up in a couple weeks, as well as the Jazz Fest. So we'll make it worth your while to come out. This next one is called Frankenstein, written by Johnny and Edgar Winter. Frankenstein. Is it just your saxophone solo? Are there two solos? So Mia, you got a solo too? Yeah. Okay. We'll figure it out. Trump solo. Here we go. You guys up for four more? How are the chops doing? Four more? Okay. All right. This next one's called Mellow Yellow. It's a great tune. We're going to feature a little bit of piano. Let's see. Who else? Who else do I have in here? Oh, Mia. Tenor sax. You haven't heard from our tenor saxophone player. We've got so many talented players up here that if we were to stay until you heard them all, you'd be here till next Thursday. I'm not sure we've got that much music. Okay, here we go. Mellow Yellow. Amelia on piano. Nice job, guys. And let's see, who was it? I've lost it already. Thomas Rich on trumpet. Mia Libman, tenor saxophone. All right, this next one is one of my favorites also. It's an Aretha Franklin song called Respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Here we go. Thank you. Again, Ella Lyons on alto saxophone. This next tune has got a little bit of a story. I always like to write a tune or two for my jazz band, arrange it for them. And this year I had a real tough time finding a piece that was this group. Until my wife came home in January, I think it was, and said, Marcus Miller, Papa was a Rolling Stone. And I'd never heard of this. I've heard Papa was a Rolling Stone. We've all heard that tune from back in the 60s. But I had never heard the Marcus Miller arrangement. In fact, to be honest, I didn't know who Marcus Miller was. Come to find out, he's this great bass player. And so I listened to the recording. I wrote this arrangement over February break. I emailed this young man a copy of his bass solo over February break. I said, hey, I want to give you a heads up. We're coming back next week. We're going to sight read this tune that I wrote for you and see what you think. And he comes back 3 days later, and in his very shy, soft-spoken demeanor says, Mr. Baldwin, do you mind if I play some more of the notes that Marcus Miller played? Apparently, I simplified it just a little bit too much for him. So you're going to hear Marcus Miller's Papa Was a Rolling Stone featuring Aiden Gangai on bass. And then also, I wanted to bring this gentleman up. Agathea Vispas Warren is our electric guitar player, and he is just fabulous. He's a student of Bob Snyder's out here somewhere, I know. And these guys just sound so good, and they add so much to our band. Wait till you hear this piece. Wait till you hear Aiden and Agathea. Here is Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Do you mind if I add more notes to it? I'll never forget it. It was great. It was great. Once again, we are the 12 Quarters Middle School Jazz Band. We're made up of 7th and 8th graders, all except for myself. I haven't passed 8th grade yet. I've been trying for 40 years, and one of these days I'm going to pass. It's that math. New math. We've got one more for you, and this is one of our favorites as a group. Last year we did a trombone shorty piece called Hurricane Season, and the band absolutely loved it. If you haven't seen Trombone Shorty, come to the Jazz Festival. I think it's the last night, Saturday. It's free. It's worth seeing if you haven't, but get there early, because the last time he was here, I think there were 52,000 people in Easton Alexander. So if you didn't get there early, you were like 7 miles away. But he is definitely worth seeing. And this is a new piece arranged for a junior high jazz band, and it is called Back of Town. I want to thank you for coming. I hope you've enjoyed it. We certainly enjoyed playing for you. Here's Back of Town. Yes, just like we've done. I always do this. Is that good? 2, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. The 12 Corners Middle School Jazz Band. Look for us June 29th. June 29th, Rochester International Jazz Festival. Be there or be square. Thank you to the Rochester Lilac Festival. Thanks to our sound man. Thanks to everybody that helped. Have a great week, guys.